Okay, what we have here is Foemina Juniper. They're the nastiest junipers to work on. And what I would plan to do was I'm just going to go with the before and after shot. It's a very painful process, and I'd rather not be taping individual trees going ouch, 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 or sometimes, you know, kind of nasty words. Anyway, so I just wanted you to see what's up front. I know that families are watching this program, and I should not be cussing. So here are the trees. Well, actually, there's two more in behind these that's already done. But these four, I'll get it so that you'll see. It's really painful. Oh yeah, we're still in kind of the summer heat, but today's cool. So what I have to do is to wear a long sleeve because these will poke right through your skin. Whew, nasty. Okay, I'm back in the studio. I just got finished pruning the four. Well, I'm only taking 10-15 minutes to prune these things so that, yes, it needs a lot more detailing. But what I wanted to do was to make sure that you could see the very basic elements that I always stress: the root flare, the movement, and taper. And all these will have that. What's lacking is detail. So somebody that are really into it, this will be more like an intermediate advanced stage. Probably spend another 2-3 hours. Some people maybe even a whole day getting it so that it looks very precise. That's what I don't do because it takes forever for me to get done. But yes, so you'll be seeing four in detail. And just look for the basic elements that I always stress: the root flare, the movement, and taper. And they will all have all those features. Okay, so as it comes around the front, I'll put the next one on. I think the front is coming around about right there. So this represents 10-15 minutes of pruning on my part. Like I was saying, I wanted to make sure that there was my basic elements that I always emphasize: the root flare, which is down by the ground line, right? And then the movement that defines our style, and taper. And so those are the things that I always try to achieve in my material. I believe this is the front, but as we turn this thing, you might find another part that might be better. Well, that's still okay because this is still in a material state. What this needs is a lot of tender, loving care. Well, if I wanted to make this so that it start to become show ready, I would have to spend another 2 hours on it. And most of you will be spending most of half a day or longer get it all detailed out. And well, for me, it's impossible because I have so much material. Okay, so anyway, here, that might have been the front, but I'll have it come around a little bit more, and I think this is going to be the front. Yeah, I think so. I think this one here, actually, I was thinking about the gin. I was thinking, what if we take this part maybe down to about here and gin it? You know, if we just gin a little bit, it just doesn't make a statement. So it should be at least this far or even a little bit further down. Then it becomes a attempt rather than a mistake. Well, those are the kind of decisions that whoever buys this can make. Gin has not been my natural form. It's kind of difficult for me to actually kill off a nice light part, but I was looking at this and that might work on this tree. Okay, looking at this one here, it has a good root flare and then the movement and a very natural taper. To me, that's a very essential for any bonsai, is to have those three elements. Now, what's lacking, again, is the detail. So, well, like I've been saying, I've been only spending 10-15 minutes to get these to this point. So another 2-3 hours on my part will get it much better. And some of you will spend half a day or even day getting to exact point. Okay, here we go. I think that was the front, although coming up could be the front. Well, a lot of these, you know, well, let's just say that it's better to have two good fronts than no front at all. I was thinking with some modification, this could be the front. Now, like I was saying, I'm doing these very rough so that whoever buys these will make it their own, right? So there's a lot of work to be done if this was to become a great bonsai. But at least the three elements that I always try to emphasize is there: root flare, taper, and movement. The movement is actually the same as style. So this is considered informal upright, and I think somebody put a detail on this thing in a year, 2 years, it would be a great showpiece. Okay, this is the fourth. It has the same thing, you know, root flare, movement, and taper. This one could actually be shortened a little bit. It might be a little bit on the taller side. Okay, so let's spin this around. But I was thinking, perhaps it could be brought down a little bit. It give more emphasis. Well, you see all this brown? That was because it was shaded with all these tall little branches, right? So if you spend the time in flicking these off, these will go away. But that takes time. That's why I was then saying that if you could spend another 2-3 hours on this, minimum, then I think you'll have a great piece. Well, today I'm shooting in the middle of August, so I can't prune these too heavy yet. If it was early in the spring, we could cut this back to nothing almost. And you see me do that on some of my Foemina bonsai. So yeah, what we've been working on is the Foemina Juniper, common name Needle Juniper. And trust me, it is painful. So I think that's could have been the front, but I was thinking what's coming around the corner should be the front. So anyway, these only had 10-15 minutes of pruning, so it's a little bit rough, but anybody coming to look for something like this, they'll be into intermediate and advanced. So as long as they could see these trunks the way it is, I think they should be able to figure out what to do with the rest of it. Okay, what a nasty way to start a Sunday morning, but I got this done. So the 4 that we looked at before shot, and then you can see behind there's 2 more. So I have 6 of them that I did this morning. And that's why I have to do it like quick. 10-15 minutes per tree. A little rough, but now people could see the potential on these. And so you're intermediate or advanced and like to work detail, this is the selection you have. I think I have a few more. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do it today or not, but I have these in a 15-gallon. They're massive and they're really painful. But anyway, this is Hero saying goodbye. I'll see you again real soon in another chapter. So this was the Foemina juniper. Common name is Needle Juniper. And trust me, it has full of needles. It really does hurt. Okay, see you again real soon.